Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Asri Januatri. I'm from 3C class and my student number is 210513537. And in this video, I will discuss about
Manner of articulation.
Have you ever heard about manner of articulation? This is how we articulate or make sounds, and this is important when it's come to understanding how to make appropriate sounds in English. If you don't know how to make the sounds, then you will never be able to make the sounds right. So, let's talk about the manner of articulation and the 6 different ways that we can articulate sounds. Okay guys, first, you must know about manner of articulation if you want to know manner of articulation. So, the meaning of manner of articulation refers to the nature and type of airflow obstruction involved in the articulation of speech sound. The manner of articulation is particularly defined by 4 major factors. First, whether there is vibration of the vocal folds, like voiced versus voiceless. B. Whether there is obstruction of the airstream at any point above the glottis, like consonant versus vowel. C. Whether the airstream passes through the nasal cavity in addition to the oral cavity, like nasal versus oral. D. Whether the airstream passes through the middle of the oral cavity or along the sides, or like non-lateral versus lateral. Within consonants, several articulatory types are recognized based on the type of closure made by the vocal organs. If the closure is complete, the result is plosive, affricate, or nasal. If there is narrowing without complete closure, the result is a fricative. If the closure is partial, the result is a lateral. If the closure is intermittent, the result is a tap or trill. Sounds which are novel, like in manner of articulation, but consonant in function, are classified as semivowels or frictionless continuants. So, that is the meaning of manner of articulation. After that, you must know types of manner of articulation, and there are 6 types manner of articulation. 1. First type of manner of articulation, and the name of type is nasal. Nasal is sounds are produced by releasing the air through the nose. Nasal consonants are created when we completely block airflow through our mouth and let the air pass through our nose. A nasal consonant is one in which the air escapes only through the nose. For this to happen, 2 articulatory actions are necessary. Firstly, the soft palate film must be lowered to allow air to escape past it. Secondly, a closure must be made in the oral cavity to prevent air from escaping through it. The closure may be at any place of articulation from bilabial at the front of the oral cavity to uvular at the back. 2. There is stop. Stop's meaning is produced by completely stopping the air passage and then releasing it. This term is often used as if synonymous with plosive. However, some writers on phonetics use stop to refer to the class of sounds in which there is complete closure, specifically in the oral cavity. In this case, sounds such as and are also stops. More crazily, they are nasal stop. Example: p, purse, and rap. Oral passage is blocked by closing the lips, and the name is bilabial, like that. 2. P. The example back and cap. Oral passage is blocked by closing the lips, and the name is bilabial too. 3. There is T. The example tap and rat. Oral passage is blocked by pressing the tongue tips against the alveolar ridge or alveolar. Three types of manner of articulation is fricative. This type of consonant is made by forcing air through a narrow gap so that a hissing noise is generated. This may be accompanied by voicings, example, in which case the sound is voice fricative, such as z, or it may be voiceless h, s. The quality and intensity of fricative sounds varies greatly, but all are acoustically composed of energy at relatively high frequency. An indication of this is that much of the fricative sounds is too high to be transmitted over a pond, which usually cuts out the highest and lowest frequencies in order to reduce the cost, giving rise to the confusion that often arise over sets of words like English, Fint, Tin, Sint, and Shin. And number 4, affricated. The meaning of affricated is while nasal and stop consonant involve a complete blockage at the vocal tract, fricative sounds involve only a partial blockage of the vocal tract so that air has to be forced through a narrow channel. For example, you create a T stop consonant when you block airflow completely with your tongue against the alveolar ridge. But if you let up with the tongue a bit and let the air seep through, you make an fricative consonant. When stop consonants mix with fricative consonants, the result is an affricated consonant. Affricated consonant starts as stop sounds with air building up behind an articulator, which then releases through a narrow channel as a fricative, or instead of a clean burst as stops do. The English affricated sounds are t, ch, and mat. Air is blocked with tongue just beyond the alveolar ridge or post-alveolar, then released as a fricative, t, ch, and bch. Air is blocked with tongues just beyond the alveolar ridge or post-alveolar, then released as a fricative. 5. Approximant. Approximants are when two articulators come close together but not quite close enough to create air turbulence. This is a phonetic term of comparatively recent origin. It is used to denote a consonant which makes very little obstruction to the air flow. Traditionally, these have been divided into the group semivowels such as the double Y in English, the example wet, and G in English jet, which are very similar to closed vowels such as U and I but are produced as a rapid click. Liquids, sounds which have an identifiable concentration of the air vowel but not one that is sufficiently obstructive to produce fricative noise. Compression or the diversion or airflow through another part of the vocal tract as in a nasal. This category includes literal such as English, E, inlet, and non-fricative are phonetically enriched. Approximants therefore are never fricative and never contain interruption to the flow of air. There are 3 English approximants. Double Y. The example wet and Howard. Back of tongue rises to volume, but not too close and lips are round. Wet, wet, wet. Lips are round. G. Yes and Bayo. Tongue rises to hard palate, but not too close. Yes. Bayo. And the last one, rack and rar. Tongue rises to hard palate, but not too close. Alveolar or post. And the last one, number 6 is lateral. Lateral meaning is consonants are when the tongue blocks the middle of your mouth so that air has to pass around the sides. You create this when there is one lateral consonant in English. Oh, the example luck. Place the tip of the tongues at the alveolar ridge. So this is explain about manner of articulation, and thank you for attention. See you.